So today we're going to be looking at the Athletics WNBA rookie rankings. So we're going to be looking at these right here and seeing what we can take from them. We're going to be looking here and seeing what we agree with, what we disagree with, and I'm also going to be doing my own rookie ranking later on today. So anyway, let's take a look. But before we do that, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. If we can hit 8.4k by the end of the day, that's insane. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. And if you guys could, like, any support is appreciated. Like, also, everything so far has been unbelievable. But anyway, now let's get on to it. So, the first ranking is Angel Reese at number 1. This was before the game yesterday, so I don't hate it. I really don't. 5 straight double-doubles. Bad shooting percentages, but she is averaging, I think, like 12 and 10 on the year. I don't hate putting Angel Reese the number 1 rookie. I don't agree with it right now, but I think as the year goes on, we're going to see Angel Reese be the rookie of the year. I've already made that call. I think Angel Reese is probably going to be the rookie of the year, but at the end of the day, and I think it's because of consistency more than anything. Like, even on her bad day, she's giving you a double-double. On a Caitlyn Clark bad day, she's giving you 3 points. Like, Caitlyn Clark's good days are better than Angel Reese's good days. Her bad days are worse than Angel Reese's bad days. And I just think that the consistency is probably going to give Angel Reese that rookie of the year. However, her team probably being worse than the Fever doesn't really help. So I don't mind this. I don't necessarily agree with it. I don't hate it, though. So she doesn't do anything drastically different. She doesn't really do anything drastically different. How is Aliah Edwards number 2? That's weird. That's really weird. Through her last 4 games, she's averaging 11.5 points and 9.5 rebounds a game. At rookie best 7.8 defensive rebounds. I wouldn't be surprised if Caitlyn Clark's second in defensive rebounds while shooting 64%. That being said, like, she is shooting. She's gone up, I think, to above 50% from the field now. So Aliah Edwards actually had a really, really good rookie year. I think 2 is very, very high. I'm not going to lie. Like, I think putting her at number 2 is gassing it after, like, 4 good games. Her team's still 2-12. Let's not forget that. And she did have a rough start to the year. I think putting her at 2 is probably gassing it. But 3, I would understand 3. I'd understand 3, especially if you're looking for the month of June. So far, it probably does go Reese. This is probably what it is for the month of June, but we can't forget that the month of May happened, where Caitlyn Clark was clearly the best rookie in the month of May. But I do hate it. I hate her above Caitlyn Clark because it's not. It's just, you just can't argue that right now. And 3 is Caitlyn Clark. She might have played her best game against Washington on Friday in a 2-point win over the Mystics. Like, how do you, after a 30-point game, like, it says here as well, 72 hours later, she might have hit a low point. Impact's muted to 22 minutes. They were getting killed and she got benched. It happens. She got benched 2 minutes into the third quarter. Like, if she was left on the floor, like Aaliyah Boston was in that game to get her confidence up, she could have had 15 points. But, like, Dejanay Carrington's also the best perimeter defender in the league. Like, it happens. Bad games happen. But, like, putting her behind Aliah Edwards after she dropped 30 on Aliah Edwards' team is wild. Especially when Aliah Edwards had 8 against the Fever. But, at the same time, she's got to go 2. If you're going to put... I don't mind Angel Reese 1, even before the game yesterday. But you got to put Caitlyn Clark number 2. If you're not having... Cameron Brink has been one of the more overrated rookies I've seen. If Reese's double-digit rebounds seem all but certain right now, then Brink blocking multiple shots in a game for the Sparks. It just depends on what... She's blocked at least 2 shots in 11 of 12 games. Fair enough. That is fair. She has 5 against the Aces, 4 against the Storm, and consecutive 4 block games. Like, the game she had against Dallas, where she had 12 and 2 in the first quarter, which is unbelievable. But I think her at 4, potential-wise, sure. Defense-wise, sure. But I'd have Rickea Jackson. Would I? Probably would have Rickea Jackson over. Like, she's now... Genuinely, as the year's gone on, she's playing more minutes. She's now close to 30 a game. 44% from the field is not bad at all. And she's not shooting the greatest, but she's scoring well. And I still think that... Okay, so it says also considered Phoebich from the Liberty. I don't understand how you can consider Phoebich or Kate Martin in this top 5. I think Van Loo deserves to be in this top 5. I genuinely do think Van Loo. Like, Van Loo has been up there with the Mystics' best player. She's one of the better guards in the league. She's genuinely one of the better guards in this league. She doesn't do anything really wrong. She scores like 8 points a game, or whatever it is. She gets like 5 plus assists per game. I would put Van Loo in this top 5. I really would put Van Loo in this top 5. I'm trying to think what other rookies. Cardoso behind Phoebich. I don't like it. I don't like not having Camila Cardoso on the list. I don't hate Phoebich. She's doing fine. She's averaging 4 points per game for a good Liberty team. And look, can we, as good as Kate Martin is as a glue player, can we stop putting someone who's averaging 4 points per game in the conversations for top 5 rookies? Like, come on. Like, Rickea Jackson is now pushing it up to near double digits. Cameron Brink is like second in the WNBA in blocks. Caitlyn Clark is averaging a stat line. Her blocks have gone to 1 a game and her rebounds have gone to like 5.1. She's now currently averaging a stat line that no one has ever done in the history of the WNBA of 15, 5, 5, 1, 1. Aliah Edwards is killing it, and Angel Reese is having an incredibly good rookie year. So I don't mind. I don't hate this list. I really don't, but I'm not that high on. I'd put Julie Van Loo somewhere in the 5. And if you're talking between 1 and 2, who would I think having Caitlyn Clark at any stage of the year at 3 is disrespectful. I think it's so disrespectful to have Caitlyn Clark at number 3. Especially, like, you're out there holding a bad half against her. A bad half against her in a game. But nothing's going to be said for Aliah Edwards scoring 8 points against Caitlyn Clark in a game where Caitlyn Clark had 30. So it's like, if you're putting Caitlyn Clark 3, all her bad games are being held against her, but the not good start to the season that Aliah Edwards had, and some of the quiet games she has sometimes been held or have been held against her. At the same time, though, she has cooked Angel Reese. Aliah Edwards has cooked Angel Reese every time they've played. So I don't hate Angel Reese at number 1. I don't agree with it, but I don't hate it. I think when it's all said and done, she probably will win Rookie of the Year. So I don't really mind too much seeing that. But all in all, I just think that it's just, there's no weird analytics to make it a 6th best rookie. I just think having her anywhere below, I think having Caitlyn Clark below 1 isn't correct, but having her below 2 is crazy. And you might be saying, oh, but like, she'd be higher after the game against the Sky. Why? Because she didn't have a very good game against the Dream. She didn't have an exceptionally good game against the Dream. And if they're going to hold it against her by a weekend where she had a near 30-point triple-double in a win against the number 2 rookie, just because she had a bad game against the best defensive team in the WNBA, about half against the best defensive team in the WNBA, then I would assume she's still going to be number 3 because she had a bad game followed by a good game. I don't know. I think it's a weird one, is that like, when we normally judge rookies, we expect some inconsistencies and we expect good games and bad games, and it just seems like Caitlyn Clark's bad games, in fairness, her good games are under a bigger microscope, but her bad games are also under a bigger microscope. But I do think Angel Reese, if you want to argue for consistency reasons, Angel Reese number 1, completely fair. And I think the consistency is going to win a Rookie of the Year.